Hello, YouTube. So today, this is the second video that I meant to do last night. Um, if you already watched my review of the card counter, you already know why. I wasn't able to do this last night because obviously because I had to drop. I had a buddy who was staying with me for a few days. He was in town, so I had to drop him off last night, and I ended up staying later than I anticipated. Um, so I wasn't able to do these. But anyway, yeah, today I'm going to be reviewing. Um, I'm actually going to be doing a review on a graphic novel, and it's been some time since I have done another graphic novel review. So today I'm going to be reviewing The Graveyard Club Revenge Game, published by Boom Studios and written by R.L. Stine. Um, written by R.L. Stine. Uh, Written by R.L. Stine, illustrated by Carla Borelli, and inks with Francesco Segale, I think is how you pronounce that. Uh, but anyway, so as you can probably tell, I got this. I saw this at the library, um, and I was flipping through it, and I thought it would be. It looked like a fun read, and now R.L. Stine is a pretty famous author. He did the best-selling kid series Goosebumps. Um, and he did a couple of movies, or a few movies with Netflix. I think it's called Fear Street, which are actually based, I think, based on another based on another book series that he did. I have never read anything by R.L. Stine. Obviously, I was not into horror as a kid. I never read Goosebumps. I didn't grow up reading, like Goosebumps or anything like that. I was not into horror as a kid. My love of horror came my love of horror came much later. It's still kind of relatively new to me. um, I have not been in love with horror for very long, but I definitely love it now. um, so yeah, so this book, so you we have five high school seniors, um, by the names of hang on. We have five high school seniors: Parker, Patty, Caleb, Tripp, Rhonda. Oh yeah, Caleb, Tripp, and Rhonda. So that's Parker and Patty, and they are together. And then we have Caleb, Tripp, and Rhonda. Now they are called the Graveyard Club because they like to hang out. They hang out at a graveyard. they spend, their time hanging out in like this graveyard that they used to hang out at when they were kids. Um, they used to go there all the time and and play hide and seek. Um, and and stuff like that. So they still hang out there today. They obviously don't play hide and seek anymore, but you understand what I'm getting at. Um, and one of their friends is really, really into Trip is really, really into horror, and um, they and while they're so they're there at the graveyard, just like hanging out and stuff like that, and they are approached by Ray Ray, who is a um who's pretty much a dirty cop. He basically just Trip, all the kids hate him, Parker especially. Their dads, Parker's dad hated him, so he pretty much has a really, really bitter, um, the the Parker's hatred, for Ray Ray pretty much runs, in his family. Like his, like Parker's dad and Ray Ray hated each other, and now Parker and Ray Ray hate each other. So it pretty much runs in the family. Um, and the kids are just like hanging out. The kids are like hanging out. Trip is talking about like a horror movie that he wants to do. um and Ray Ray just pretty much uh, he comes up to the kids and pretty much starts like harassing them for literally like, well, for literally like no reason at all. um you know he starts um he starts like pushing them around, and um he starts like pushing him around he starts like pushing them around. He takes the beer that they're drinking, and pours it on them, and just basically pushing him around for literally no reason at all. um and Ray Ray actually has a son by the name of what is it, Bill Roy? um Yeah, Billy Roy. And he's actually every bit of the bully that his father is. Um, and he's, every bit of the bully and the scumbag that, that his father is. And obviously um, and obviously you know, um, Parker is, obviously, always getting bullied by, Billy Roy. Um, and much like his father, um Parker and Billy Roy obviously, they obviously very much hate each other. um his During at one point they're in school, and his friend Trip gets attacked, ends up falling down the stairs, and ends up falling down the stairs and breaking his arm. Um, So you know, um, Parker is, obviously under the impression, that Billy Roy was the one responsible, and you know, uh, and and Parker and Parker and um, um, Parker and Caleb end up plotting, like this, like they end up plotting something to get even with Billy Roy and um, and his father. Um, because everybody, all of his friends, Trip, Patty, um, Rhonda, they all hate, Billy Roy and his father. Um, but then we later learn that Parker lives with his grandmother, and we we learned we learned that Parker's dad went out for a poker game one night and never came back. One night he just all of a sudden he disappeared, and we don't and he doesn't know why. So a lot of the story, in addition to Billy, in addition to Parker and his friends wanting to get back at Billy and Ray, a lot of the story also focuses on um focuses on um focuses on Billy. I'm sorry, not Billy. Parker, trying to figure out, like what happened to his dad, because the case was never solved. Um, um, and there is, obviously, it's called the Revenge Game for a reason. Obviously, there is a twist at the end of the story. I'm not going to spoil it because it is pretty shocking. Um, yeah, no, this, like I said before, I have never read anything by, R.L. Stein. I obviously know of him. I know that he's, a very famous, very, very beloved, children's author. Um, but this, yeah, no, this was just a fun, um, this was just a really, really fun, um, horror story, and the art is actually pretty good. It's pretty good. The art is um, the art is pretty solid for what it is. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna recommend this and just say, if you're looking for a good um if you're looking for a good if you like horror, if you like comics, give this a read. It's a pretty short read. Um and there is actually a follow-up coming out in April, the Graveyard Club, Fresh Blood it's called. Um but yeah, no, I'm gonna recommend this and just say, if you haven't read it, give it a shot, because um like I said, if you like horror, if you like obviously, if you like, Boom Studios, or RL Stein stuff, I would definitely get this, either like at the library, or go support your local comic shop, and it's only $10. um I got this at the library, but yeah, this was only $10. So yeah, I'm just gonna say, get it and just read it, because you'll enjoy it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you read it, like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.